Hi guys, it's the 19th day of VEDA, vlog every day in April. It's actually a little late, sorry. I wanted to make a little response to one of Fit and Fab by 40's videos. She was talking about sleep, and she kind of wanted to know how much sleep you like to get, how much you actually get. So I thought I'd answer that. I usually get between 6 and 8 hours a night. My ideal is 8. Not for any particular reason. I don't try to get 8 because that's like the magic number, but I just usually feel better when I get around 7.5 to 8 hours. I also feel very sluggish if I ever happen to get more than like 9.5 or so. Like on weekends, if I sleep 10 hours, I feel really just blah for a while. And I find that I get tired sooner than I would if I had just slept like my usual amount of time. My internal clock is pretty good though. I usually can wake up fairly early on weekends without an alarm. But I wanted to share one thing that really helped me sleep better. And that was weaning myself off of really loud, obnoxious alarms. Because when I would have a really loud, jarring alarm, I would always hit the snooze button. And I noticed every time that I was jolted awake like that, it was just automatic that I would have to lie down for a second and like collect myself before waking up, and then I would fall asleep again, only to be shocked awake again, in 10 minutes. It really started to feel like very violent. I don't like feeling surprised when I wake up. So I started making my alarm softer and softer until it was barely audible, and I just got used to waking up to progressively softer sounds, and yeah, it would just slowly wake me up. So I didn't wake up the second it started, but after a minute or two, it would sort of filter into my consciousness and I would wake up. So I get less snooze time, that morning time, but more quality sleep. And when I do wake up from my alarm, I feel ready to get up. I don't feel like I've just been jolted out of my comfortable sleep state. I use this app that I really like that I think I'll show you. It's called Sleep Machine. And I know this is like totally sketchy, like showing it to you on the screen here, but this is it. And it has an alarm function, but what it has that I really like is that first of all, it has different sounds you can choose, which is pretty standard. I use a wind chime, which is very, very soft and not, it's also a very random sound. It's not a repeated sound. It has a long loop. So I don't normally hear, the same thing over and over again. I hear one sort of loop as my alarm. So it has that, and you can set the general volume of your alarm, but you can also set the fade in, which it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little fade in spot right there. I let my alarm fade in over 1 minute, so it starts out very, very, very soft, and then it gets louder. So it does get loud enough to where even if I'm very tired, I will hear it, but generally I don't let it get that loud. So I'll just set my alarm here for a minute from now, and I'll show you what my alarm sounds like every morning. Okay, so my alarm's on. It's going to go on in a minute. And this is about the volume I'll usually be fully awake. It's only been on for a few seconds, but now it's getting louder, louder, louder. See, it's pretty loud now. Anyway, so stop. So yeah, as you can hear, it starts out extremely, extremely softly, and that kind of gently caresses me out of sleep. And then, I mean, it does get loud enough where I would wake up either way, but I generally don't let it go that far. Yeah, it's a really great app, and I think, I can't remember if I paid for it. If I did, it wasn't any more than like $4 or something. Yeah, they have other kind of nice, quiet sounds. You know, they have this one, very gentle sounds, nothing too jarring. They have the wind. They have, and then they have household sounds, which I kind of like. They have a washer. They have just all these odd household sounds. But I use wind chime, and that's the loudest it is. Actually, I can actually even make it louder. I have it about 3/4 of the way. Anyway, so that's my alarm, and that is kind of a tip. I think that it has made my sleep better because I'm not anticipating that jarring wake up, and it makes my mornings much, much more calm and easy to get out of bed. So those are my thoughts about sleep. And yeah, I do tend to see, it seems like a little more weight loss, or feeling better at least, if not weight loss, but if I get enough sleep. When I've been really stressed and not sleeping, those have been my lowest weeks. So I think, I guess it's important. Anyway, all right. Have a good night, guys. It's late. I need to go to sleep. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.